It's been a year since the first oil appeared after the BP Deepwater Horizon oil rig explosion, and still many bays and marshlands of Louisiana are oiled. Todd Baker of the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries surveys much of the coast on a weekly basis, and last week took us out to a few areas that are still oiled. The day started with Baker taking us to Bay Jimmy, an area that was heavily oiled during the spill, and as we approached, the oiled oysters on the banks would be indicative of what this area was like.
This is where the oil came in, and it took all this rack that they're picking up and just inch rolled it back. Some in the back is starting to come back, but the stuff on the leading edge where the mat stayed the longest, smothered, dead. This will be gone next year.
From the Bay Jimmy area, we would hit Cat Island, also called Mangrove Island, a bird rookery for pelicans that is crucial to their nesting habits. From the boat, Baker could see that the island has been impacted from oil.
That island was heavily impacted by oil. It's a tidally influenced island, so that island is not looking very good at all. A lot of boom damage from last year that's removed some nesting substrate. We saw pelicans nesting on the ground, which is never a good thing in coastal Louisiana.
Of the sites we visited throughout the day, the most heavily oiled area was Passe, Loutre, and as Clint Dauphinette of the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries would show, the oil isn't always on the surface. As he dug down, the smell of oil permeated up, and then this.
And here's that layer that's underneath you. It's about 6 inches down.
Some of the sites around the oil spill have been considered NFT, which means no further treatment needed. But as you can see out here at Passe Loutre, this NFT site still has plenty of oil and plenty of work to be done.
On August 4th, 2010, the Office of Bobby Jindal, along with 8 parish presidents, signed off on a Deepwater Horizon Response UAC transition plan. The document lays out the transition plan to rehabilitate oiled coastline through a 5-step program. When the plan allows for a site to be designated as an NFT, no further treatment area, it is transitioned from a level 3 to a level 4 maintenance and monitoring status. And while a level 4 does include activities like conducting routine monitoring, it is the last step before a level 5, in-state status long-term monitoring and restoration, where crews will only monitor and deploy hotshot teams to address episodic impacts. Certain NFTs like Passe Loutre showed no oil on the surface but required one to dig down. But a second stop in Bay Jimmy shows an NFT site that had grasslands matted with oil and haze cannons to deter wildlife from landing in the area. Again, this site's designation as an NFT puts it at a level 4 on the transition plan and a hazard for wildlife.
Hopefully the pace of cleanup will pick up, correctly clean everything up so you don't have messes like you saw today carrying on for another 5 years or so, and you continue to get oiled birds, you continue to get oiled wildlife, you continue to contaminate prey species for other birds.